Hi, everyone, and good Thursday to you. It's 21 News Chief Meteorologist Eric Wilhelm here. On my day off, I'm still looking at the weather, and I wanted to bring you a quick update before I totally kind of get off the grid here for the Christmas holiday season about our late week weather, our weekend weather, and the weather around Christmas time. Some interesting things to show you. The chance of a white Christmas is still not zero. It's still, I don't think, as high as a lot of years, but it's still not zero, and I'll show you why here momentarily. But first, let's focus on the rain, which is widespread off to our south. This is all coming our way as we go into tonight. Actually, the rain begins later on today and continues into tonight. Just plan on a soggy Thursday night across the area. Let's look at our high-res modeling here and show you the simulated radar. The rain overspreads the area towards evening, mostly after sunset, and then just sticks around. It's going to be a wet Thursday night. Now, there's going to be a dry slot that tries to develop for a time late tonight into tomorrow morning. This may shut off the rain in some places, maybe even for several hours. Not sure exactly where this sets up. The latest run of our model here has the rain trying to push back into our television viewing area right around midday. Other modeling tries to keep a lot of the rain to our east during the daylight hours tomorrow. So I don't think tomorrow is a washout, but I think there can be some showers around. Maybe the higher chances are in western PA, but that's a tough call at this point. But no snowy weather concerns today, tonight, during the daylight hours tomorrow. As we go into tomorrow night, notice at the very end of this loop, which is after sunset tomorrow evening, you start to see some blue showing up here. I think some wet snowflakes can try to mix in with the rain towards evening tomorrow, and then we'll see a transition over to some wet snow for tomorrow night. It's not going to be much. You know, it might give us some candy coatings here and there, maybe even an inch to at most 2, kind of over here. Let me clear out my telestrator there. Kind of over here, northeastern Trumbull into northern Mercer. I wouldn't be surprised if the grass gets coated. Perhaps even you can measure an inch or so, at most 2 inches in those locales. But for the rest of us, the snow will be pretty inconsequential for Friday night and into Saturday morning. I want to show you the latest run of the European model here as we get closer to Christmas. Now, if you have holiday travel plans this weekend, Saturday, aside from some flurries, especially in the morning, I'm not expecting any problems on the roads. Maybe in northwest PA if you happen to be traveling up towards Erie, into southwest New York, anywhere over towards I-79 and I-90. Some residual lake effect could make things a little bit slippery there for a time Saturday, but closer to home, and certainly if you're heading west towards Cleveland, towards Columbus, Cincinnati, anywhere west of here, you should be in pretty good shape on Saturday. Sunday looks like a benign day region-wide. So Sunday, if you're going to Pittsburgh, if you're going to Cleveland, Columbus, Buffalo, New York City, Philadelphia, you name it, from Ohio on east, no problems. Only a little bit of precipitation in the afternoon out towards St. Louis and into the Chicago area. That's the system. That looks a little bit interesting here. Notice as we go into late Sunday into Sunday night. So this is Sunday night. Here's Monday morning, wee hours of Monday morning. This is not advertised by all the modeling. This is the European, though, and it's been fairly consistent with this idea. And when the European locks onto an idea and is pretty consistent, even if the other models don't agree, a lot of times the European wins. The European's a superior model in general. Kind of like, you know, in the NFL, the New England Patriots are a superior team and have been for a long time. Every now and then they're going to lose. They're going to have a bad game. They've had more than a few this year, but you get my point. Even the best models, the models that we consider to be superior to others, have bad days. That being said, when the European kind of locks onto an idea and doesn't waver from it a few runs in a row, that really gets our attention. So what I want to communicate to you here for Sunday night and early Monday morning, I wouldn't be surprised if a little system moves through and coats the ground with snow, perhaps even an inch or so. And if we get a white Christmas this year, this needs to happen. We need to get this little system Sunday night, early Monday morning, and then we need to have limited melting during the day Monday. And the models have trended colder early next week since when I last worked a couple of days ago. And so here's that colder air mass right here for Sunday night and into Monday morning. And notice all the reds and oranges are out to the west. So it doesn't look quite as mild for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day as it did a few days ago. Christmas Day actually shaping up to be a pretty seasonable day, pretty typical of the season, with highs in the mid-30s. So we need limited melting. If we get some snow Sunday night, early Monday, limited melting during the day Monday, and then we'll be well below freezing Monday night for Christmas Eve. And so that's how we would get a white Christmas. So I don't know if the odds are super high at this point. I wouldn't put them above climatology, which is about 46%, but I would not close the door just yet on the possibility of technically having a white Christmas this year. Not thanks to snow Christmas morning. I don't think it'll be snowing Christmas morning. But Sunday night, Monday morning, there's a possibility we get up to an inch or so worth of snow. Look for more updates from the rest of our team throughout the rest of the weekend. That includes Andrew, Chris, and Emily. I am off work until after Christmas. If something really interesting pops up, I'll be sure to chime in on social media. Otherwise, I wish you and yours a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you next week.